Presidente della Commissione europea, Frans Timmermans.
Thank you, Mr. President. Perhaps you will allow me to reiterate once again that for the European Union as a whole to function, respect for the rule of law is important. If you believe that you can use, because you feel passionately about something, that you can then say, because I feel so passionately about something, I get to say what the rule of law is. And you can then say, I feel so passionately about something, I can ignore the rule of law. Be aware of the fact that what you think works for you now can be used against you by others who perhaps might feel as passionate about their position. The rule of law in our union is the only thing that protects the weak from the power of the powerful. The rule of law is the only thing that protects what is small from what is big. The rule of law is the only way we can create a union of member states and citizens where big does not dominate small, where there is equal treatment before the law of every single citizen wherever they come from. And I detect in some of the discourses by political movements who feel deeply inspired by populist nationalism that democracy is a tool you can use against the rule of law. That because we are a majority, the minority no longer exists. In the treaties, the rule of law is enshrined in a way that was signed by sovereign member states, ratified by national parliaments, and thus confers the protection of the law to every single European citizen. And I insist on this today because I know you had also a debate about the political side and about the violence and everything else. I refer to also what was said by Guy Verhofstadt about that. But from an institutional position of the Commission, I have to insist on this point of the rule of law. I say this also because there is no doubt, not in this chamber, even by those who are extremely critical, that the referendum held Sunday was not within the remit of the rule of law. There is also no doubt that the only way forward is dialogue. And there is also no doubt that Spain is a country where the rule of law is respected, where the institutions are independent, and where there are no impediments whatsoever for a dialogue to start immediately. The only thing you need is political will. Thank you very much, Mr. President.
Ringrazio la Commissione europea, guardiana dei trattati, per la chiara posizione espressa in quest'Aula. Alla luce del dibattito che si è appena svolto e come sintesi della posizione espressa dalla maggioranza del Parlamento, voglio sottolineare alcuni